Friends, hello. Yes, the market is trashed yet again. It looks like this is the new thing, the same old thing that we've been seeing with the market. 2-3 weeks ago, we had a pretty good week at the market. Now everything is continuing to fall apart. We're back to talking about the housing market falling apart. We're back to talking about, are we going to war, not going to war, and are we about to go into a recession? So these are things that are just keeping the market pushed down right now. But what do most of us do in these situations? We keep buying companies that we believe in and we trust in to do something here in the future. That's why we're going to talk about Nano Dimension. Now, first things first, we had a few articles come out here of late. One came out today talking about Kathy Woods, talking about 10 affordable stocks under $10 that she still holds and continues to buy. And Nano Dimension was one of those companies. And this other article came out that was fantastic, really good for Nano Dimensions, where it said it was the second top 3D printing company on the market right now with bringing in revenue. So Nano is still doing very good things. Obviously, the stock is not doing so hot right now. There's a few different scenarios with Nano Dimensions right now. A lot of people think that there's going to be a push, a squeeze on Nano Dimensions. And, about a month ago, we were really wondering if we were really going to see that play actually take, place. And there's a handful of stocks that we've been looking at and wondering, are we going to see some kind of baby size AMC situation happen here? Are we going to start to see squeezes happen here more with a lot of stocks that these top analysts / hedge funds are, doom and gloom on? And Nano Dimensions being one of them. So when we break down and look at this 6-month chart with a Google financial map right now on Nano Dimensions, Nano Dimensions is honestly looking like a lot of things. There's not a lot of stocks right now that have good, reports for the last 6 months. Most of last year and this year so far has just been terrible. This is not the bull market of, the Trump era. This is, the new bear market that we're dealing with every day now. It seems to be we have 4 terrible months, 1 good week, and then back to 4 terrible, miserable, cold, wet, rainy days in the market. And I think a lot of people are starting to see that. And when we have these good days, people are just unloading and selling and trying to get out of things and then waiting and then buying back up, trying to make their losses back here. And I think that's what a lot of people are doing at this point, is trying to make their losses back up. So with Nano Dimensions, I know a lot of you have been trying to buy your your stock out pretty much. I know a lot of you have been buying Nano Dimensions, last year around $6 to $7, $5, and now you're around at maybe a $3, $4 range. So personally, where I stand with Nano Dimensions, guys, I'm very bullish on Nano Dimensions. I can't say enough good things with Nano Dimensions. We have seen a lot happen here just in the last 12 months with Nano Dimensions, with replacing board members, CEOs, taking on new customers, quarterly reports. We've seen a lot go on here. And this is what makes, this situation very difficult, is that, Nano Dimensions has not been releasing terrible quarterlies. The problem here that we're seeing right now is, when we had this bull market of, 2 years ago, pretty much during the whole, push of COVID, we were seeing numbers in the stock market we had never seen before. And, especially companies like Nano Dimensions was on a high-rise run. It was becoming a more popular stock. Kathy Woods was buying up a ton of it. And the overall market was having, 4 really good days in a week, and then maybe 1 sell-off day where everybody was taking a break and grabbing a lunch break. Now, like I said before, we're just in doom and gloom era. So it's really hard to project where everything is going right now, because 1 week we've got from the biggest YouTubers to the smallest. I'm not calling out anybody. I think everyone's in the same boat here, whether you're Meet Kevin, Jeremy, or someone like me with a small YouTube channel. Everyone's flip-flopping back and forth what they think this market is going to do. I would like to think, and I've said this, that I think in the summer we could start to see something happen here. The Democrats right now are really pushing for some kind of bill, whether it's going to be the child credit bill come back, student loan payoff. I'm not saying I agree, disagree, whatever. I'm not going into that. But what I am saying is that is going to do something good or bad for the overall market. But what we do know is that this whole year is going to be an up and down market, and it's not going to be a safe. We know this is going to be a bear market all year. So friends, I know I'm not going into like specific detail with Nano Dimensions chart here, and really, I don't think there's much need to. I think right now, we're waiting on Nano Dimensions. We're waiting on news from Nano Dimensions to see what the company is going to be pushing more, what products they're working on more, deals they can get going, bigger deals. And possibly maybe more hedge funds will continue to buy Nano Dimensions. It's already owned by 11 different hedge funds. That's pretty big. That's a really big deal. So friends, with all that said, I'm still very bullish on Nano Dimensions. I think this is an opportunity. And listen, I'm not going to say this is going to be the stock of the year. I don't necessarily know that there's going to be any stock of the year. And I'll say this for the third, fourth, fifth time, sixth time, whatever now. This whole year is going to be a bear market. I'm not expecting much more. I think this is going to be a year of just slowly putting money in the market and waiting for something to change here to where we get a better economy going, we get a better look at our future, and maybe a president that actually supports our stock market and supports business at home that's actually real and logistical to everyday American people. So right now we're not seeing that, we're not having that. And I think a lot of you who subscribe to the channel will agree with that. And if you don't, that's fine too. We're here to talk. But, I don't see a lot of things changing here. I really don't. Unless you're investing in a lot of renewable companies right now, you're probably not going to see a lot of movement in companies like Nano Dimensions this year. I hope I'm incredibly wrong. I hope I am flat, plumb, broke, just completely wrong about that. This whole market has got everything really messed up from where it was just, 400 days ago from that market. So friends, that is my thought process of what's going on right now. I'm still very bullish on Nano Dimensions. I love Nano Dimensions, but I am thinking that this whole market is really holding Nano Dimensions down as well. It's holding a lot of things down. I mean, I can bring up a ton of companies right now in stocks that this thing is just holding down. But friends, with all that said, remember, be positive, be you, and take time to invest in your future. Friends, I will talk to you very soon. Bye, everyone.
Wanna